I think I have just maybe a few minutes here, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. This was a list of 5 keys to success. This was from my first lender who I had when I was farming full-time. And quickly, have realistic expectations what your farm can do. And these realistic expectations come from enterprise analysis. These financial statements we put together, you know as much about your farm as anybody, or more about your farm as anybody, and you need to be able to express that in these financial statements. And then you're not going to be pulling too much out of your farm for family living or such, and you know, not being able to rebuild some of those profits into the farm so that you can keep operations consistent and even grow towards some of your long-term goals on the farm. Knowing your costs of production comes from balance sheets, income statements, enterprise budgets. Really know what does it cost you to produce a unit of production on your farm. And then my lender used the word shock test, or in other words, look at the changes that might take place in prices or yields, and this is sensitivity analysis that Barbara talked about earlier. Keep an eye on liquidity. A lot of people only focus on asset values, but really you need to keep an eye on liquidity to make sure that you're able to not get into a situation where you have to rely on high-cost debt in order to make your current obligations on the farm. Watch a leverage position, particularly in tough times. Some farms go into debt and get into a very high debt asset ratio, and that I had a number of friends in the 80s who just had to quit farming because they got into a high leverage position. Then the final one is short-term, long-term planning. Short-term planning that supports long-term goals and what-if scenarios. Plenty of talk with your farm partner to make sure you're on the same page on the direction you want to go with your farm and ranch. And then my final slide is just that, an encouragement to go ahead and get started with this, because if you can take the information you have generated, or you will generate with your improved record keeping that comes out of this class, and organize it in such a way that you can maintain these 4 financial statements, you'll have a better set of tax records, better set of financial records through these statements, and your good set of production records. You can put these use to make better decisions. I always say you're probably not going to make the best decision, but if you made better decisions than you made last year, you're going in the right direction. So that's what these financial statements and taking this class. Congratulations for taking this class, and I hope you are enthused now moving forward into the year with these financial statements. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Ken. And just a reminder to everyone that if you have any questions about Ken's presentation, which had a lot of excellent information, you can put those in the discussion forum under week 4 on the course website. And Ken will be periodically checking the course website and answering questions. So again, thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Colette.